Hi everyone, my name is Supposed April, and I've decided to start this. I don't know whether to call it a podcast or a soulcast, but it's based on me sharing my thoughts on whatever that comes to my mind or whatever that a person would at some point ask me to express my views or like see what I think. You get the point. So the idea around this is to this I've decided to create this as a space of because I sometimes get clocked. You're gonna hear from like the way I talk because my mind thinks the moment I'm talking, it's actually thinking a lot of things. So I just decided to make these like I don't know like sort of decrease the burden of thinking. So instead of me thinking about it, I just talk it out. So I've decided to create this space for that. For that's one of the reasons why I created this space, and also it's just to. I feel like I never talk a lot about certain things because I feel like the more I grow, the more I get reserved. Um, I tend to not to be debateful a lot because certain people that you find that I talk to or maybe I can say debate with, they just you find that I easily get irritated when you're not saying anything that makes sense, or you're not being reasonable. So I tend to get quiet a lot. I tend to reserve myself. So decided to create this space so that I can just say what I think, and then if there's a person that like that decides to debate on it, then if I feel like they're being reasonable, then I can respond to them, and if they are not, then I won't feel the need to respond to them. I'm not sure if you get what I mean. So the first thing that was like on my mind a lot was um, the difference between love and hate. Because to me, I feel like love and hate is the same thing. It is just expressed differently. It's the same feeling, just that it's different. It's like expressed differently. Because when you love a person, you just you just get out of the zone. It's even hard to put it in words, but I feel like love and hate are the same energies because when you love a person, right, you love them like to death. You just wish you can be there for them. Um, you just wish you can be there in each and every breath that they take. You wish that every time they smile, you become the reason. Every time, you know, they get into a certain trouble, you always right there to offer a solution. But now when you hate a person, it's the same energy, but then it's conveyed differently. It's like you then now wish that they never smile, because why are they smiling? You get what I mean? Because you feel like it's crazy, because now I'm thinking about it, because if you're saying that you actually wish a person that, like, why are they smiling? Because you actually hate them. They shouldn't smile. It's because you're no longer the person that's making them smile. So that's why you hate it. You actually hate it. Actually, that does make sense. You actually hate it. You actually hate that they're actually smiling. And like, you don't understand why they even get happy, because why are they happy? Because you're not making them happy. You understand what I say? So it's like it's still the same energy, just that hence why I feel like it's also why when you love a person and you're like having that, that those cute arguments, and then you go and say I hate you. It just, I feel like it's just a way of saying that I love you, but you think actually hate is something different from what you actually feel, but it's actually, you know, what you feel. And I feel like also saying that you hate them, it's actually saying you hate how they make you feel, because they make you feel like, because they make you feel like you're a kid. You know that thing of like, like when you get that message, it just gets you out of the zone. Just your mouth starts stretching, and you start smiling like a kid. And then that's no, That's where you know that you actually really whipped, you know. So I feel like love and hate are the same energies. I feel like, yeah, those actually are the same energies, you know. Okay, but since we're still on relationship, on love, actually, not relationships. Um, let's talk about relationships. You know what I think make a relationship works. You know, personally, I feel like relationships don't really. Love is not everything that needs makes a relationship work. You know, or love doesn't really necessarily mean that I will be with you forever. You know, it can, but sometimes I feel like it's not all that's needed to make a relationship work because a person in order for a person to be in a relationship they need to be um what's the word they need to be exposed to themselves. I'm not sure if I'm using, I mean the idea is using the word like that, but I'm not sure if like the grammar is correct. But when you love a person is not all that's needed to make a relationship work. For a person to be happy to be in a relationship or to actually at a certain threshold to want a relationship to want a relationship to work, they need to be happy, you know, and they need to what's the word? Like funeke bezazile ne, but I don't know. I don't want to use the word. They need to know themselves. Yeah, they need to know themselves, but like what's the word? Okay, but you get the idea. So in order for them to know themselves, they need to be honest with themselves. You know, they need to be real with themselves. So it gets, I think, it gets people in different stages of life. It gets them maybe when they grow older. It gets them when they're still young, whatever. But like, they need to understand themselves because I'm not sure if it's Will Smith or I don't know who said in order for people to be or in order for both people to be happy or whatever, but a person one needs to be happy on their own and person two needs to be happy on their own, and then they come together and they get to be happy together, you know. So I feel like that's what knowing yourself does to you. You get to know that this is what makes me happy, this is what doesn't make me happy, you know. And also you can be with a person and you can do everything to make them happy, but if they are not happy with themselves, mainly because they are not where they want to be in life, or maybe they did not end up with the person that they wanted to be in life, to be with in life, that can actually mess up your relationship, you know, and that can actually cause certain disruptions in your relationship, you know, that actually does affect your relationship in a particular way, you know. So that's another thing that people need to understand and need to learn, you know. So I personally feel also communication is also the key to make a relationship work, but only if, because I mean there is always a key in life, and every key needs to be used in a certain way. So just saying that communication is the key to make a relationship work is actually a bit bizarre. It's actually like really broad. To me, I feel like using this key, which is the communication, it needs to be used in a way that we actually sit down and we understand what type of relationship we actually want. That's where we start. What type of relationship we want, and like, do you want the traditional type of relationship, which is like you know, me protecting and serving you as a man, and you making sure that the house chores are done. Um, you make sure that you cook for me. You make sure that you clean after me. All that type of thing. Or do you want a modern relationship, which is like a 50-50? I clean, you wash, or you cook, and I wash the dishes. That type of a thing, you know. So you also need to start. You guys need to start there to knowing what type of relationship you guys want, you know. Also, we need to understand that, are you happy as an individual or are you not? Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with where you are in life currently? And if no, what will make you happy? And can I help contribute to that, to making you happy? You understand what I'm saying? So if you can use that key, then obviously, if they're also honest with themselves, and if they're also aware of themselves, yeah, that's the word I wanted to use. Are you aware of yourself? They need to be aware of themselves. So if they are aware of themselves, then they will know that, okay, I'm at a point that I'm close to where I want to be in life, and I'm close to being happy because I'm actually getting there. I've started, and now I can easily continue because I have a partner that's supportive. I have a partner that um, actually cares of what I want to be in life and what I want to do. You understand? So if the more they're open, then it's better that way. So communication is a matter of, are you guys being honest with each other, and are you guys asking yourselves the correct questions. So that's what I think makes a relationship actually works. That thing of wanting a personal space, I think it's a bit um I think it's a bit bad, because why do you want a personal space? What is it that it's suffocating you so bad that you'd actually wouldn't want to be with a person that actually loves you? I'm not saying neg your partner, but I feel like writing to your partner or telling your partner that you need your personal space just feels like a chase. Like you're telling me to go, like, I don't know, go, I don't know, like, I feel like I feel like it's not the right word to use in a relationship. Because why do you need why do you need why do you need a personal space, if you get what I mean? Do you need it because let's say maybe there's a death in your family, but like, I understand when you're going through something. You just want to have a couple of hours to yourself, not days doesn't make sense, but a couple of hours does make sense, that you want to digest something, and you understand what I'm saying. So that's what I think makes relationship works: communication, but communication in the right manner, knowing what type of relationship you want. Is it the modern relationship, or is it the traditional wedding? And also, I also believe that as a person, you need to understand, what do you want from a partner? Do you want a partner that you need? Do you want a partner that you want? You understand what I'm saying? So, wanting a partner is the type of a person that you want because they make you happy. They contribute to you in a way that another person can't contribute to you, but you can survive without them. You know, you wouldn't, like, they are a want, they are not a need. And then there's having, because for instance, if, let's say, for example, I can cook, I make a decent living, I I I make a decent living, um, I can cook, I can clean, I can do, let's say, any house chores that you can think of. I can do any wife chores, but I want you in my life because you give me something that I feel like I wouldn't get from anywhere else. You understand what I mean? And then there's needing a person. When you need a person, you need a person because they contribute to you financially. They contribute to you, um, because a need is something that you cannot survive without. So obviously you can't survive without money. Obviously you can't survive without food. You understand what I mean by in this perspective of a topic, what a need and a want is. So I feel like you need to have a person that you actually want. I want a person because they fill up a space that um, they fill up a space that it's different. It's what my soul need, but I don't really. I want that particular person to be what my soul needs. You understand what I mean? So I feel like um, we should get into talking about that also. In a relationship. Because having a person that you need, you 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 can stay. You get to drag them along. because now you no longer want them, you no longer love them, but because they give you money, you get to actually feel like you need to be with them. You know, you drag them along past 7 years. By the 7 years, you've wasted a person's life that you could have like let go 7 years back. You understand what I mean? So having a person that you want, you can actually let them go early because you don't really need them. So there's no need for you to drag them along with you up until you find another person that can fill out that space. You know, so having a person that you want is easy to have certain communication, certain topics communicated, certain things communicated. So yeah, I feel like I'm hoping I make sense because like I'm taking everything from the top and I think a lot and yeah. So yeah, that's for today. I feel like that's about it, you know, for today. And if you have anything that you like me to share my opinion on, or maybe something that you feel like I wasn't clear on, or something that you like to disagree about, actually, you know, we can have that conversation. So yeah, that's it for today. Peace out. Love you.